What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a potential Spider-Man state of play. Is it going to happen, and is September finally the month? There's obviously been a lot of rumors, and this isn't new. Every month, there seemingly is a rumor of a state of play or a showcase for PlayStation, and, oftentimes they're wrong. Actually, more times they're wrong than they're right, but eventually you hit it. Eventually, a leaker, every month says it's going to happen, and you will get it right at some point if you do it for all 12 months in the year. But no, in all honesty, this has been rumored for a while. Part of the rumor was because of the new PlayStation model that would be coming out this fall. Now, that seems very likely it happens, but we still don't have the state of play to match it. But we kind of have things from all over the place. So we have Jeff Grubb saying that he's heard that there's a state of play coming. We originally heard that it'd be August, right? The August state of play to then again coincide with the new PlayStation model, which would probably release in October or November. You have Spider-Man, obviously the release is in October, and Spider-Man's a big theme here, but I do want to make it clear, although I think Spider-Man would lead or would be the showstopper of the state of play that we're talking about here, right, would be the main thing. I don't think it'd be the only thing. I think it is possible, I guess, that you do a Spider-Man specific one. It's not the first time that's ever happened. You look at things like Final Fantasy, you look at Deathloop, you go back to Ratchet and Clank, you go back to Horizon, and I actually have been a fan of those kind of state of plays, showing us 10, 20 minutes of just pick a game, and you pick about a month before that game comes out, and you do it. I actually really appreciate that, and I kind of wish they happened for more than just, they happen from time to time, but I kind of wish they happened a little bit more widespread. So you could go down that path, and in that way, I think Spider-Man makes a lot of sense. The other side of things would be, well, what if you did a 20, 25-minute state of play? This would not be a showcase, so this is not the time that you would get 20 announcements. You're not going to get Ghost of Tsushima 2 and the new Santa Monica game and The Last of Us and all this. Maybe actually The Last of Us multiplayer, but, not everything you can possibly conceive of into one event. But maybe you get the new PlayStation model. Maybe that's one of the things. Maybe something like a Stellar Blade or Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 might be a TGS, so maybe they would take away from it. But I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3 kind of announcements, right? Smaller, not like in the same scale as Spider-Man. Not that Silent Hill isn't big or Stellar Blade isn't big, but to the size that Spider-Man is. And then you end with like 10 minutes of Spider-Man footage. You also have the way Insomniac is talking about it. Now, it really depends on which tweet you are reading, because you could buy that they are perfectly content with letting us go into the game with nothing else, okay? But I will say, because I've seen those tweets, I think that's more of just like making a show online than actual truth. I think it is probably true that you could show absolutely nothing else on Spider-Man, have the game go into, reviews, right? Reviewers get it. They play it, reviews go live, game goes live. I think you could actually do that, and I don't really think it would hurt the sales of the game. Do I think that's what they're going to do? No, absolutely not. We just talked about that a few days ago, right? I think September is the month that they're going to kick into high gear and show us stuff, and honestly, 50-50 shot, they might show us more than we actually need, and they might show us like too much stuff. I actually think that's very, very possible, and I think they kind of did that, at least when it came to Miles. I don't really remember too much about 2018, too long ago, but Miles, I remember them showing so much, and again, it can be a hit or miss thing. Sometimes you can show like a Final Fantasy 16, I think it honestly showed more than it needed to, but again, so while it is possible that you could go into the game and it would do fine, you don't need to show anything, is that what's going to happen? No, I do think we're going to get stuff in September. And again, depending on which tweet you're reading, one from Insomniac talking about kind of just like hanging in there, right? They're cooking, they're in the kitchen, let them cook, but they will give us stuff eventually. I think it would be at a state of play. So honestly, right now, I'm much more leaning on, again, 20, 25, 30-minute show where they show a couple different things, none to the size and scale of Spider-Man, but still maybe a few bigger things. You show the PlayStation 5 model, and then you end it on a pretty big chunk of Spider-Man. That's what I would lean towards, but I also would not be surprised at all if they said, hey, late September, 27th. I'm not looking at a calendar, so I don't know what day that is on the calendar, but, late September, we're going to have just a 12-minute, 15-minute show. It's just going to be Spider-Man 2. I think that's honestly very possible as well. I just kind of lean more towards, because of the new model, because of you have other games. Like, there's so many other games. Now, will all of those games appear? No, but just like cherry pick a few of them. I think you could make it a smaller show that's beyond just Spider-Man. And honestly, I kind of selfishly want that. I mean, I would talk about Spider-Man, obviously, a lot. I'm sure I'd make a video right after it, but to be able to talk about other things as well, that would make me quite happy. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to support or follow me anywhere else, all the links to my other YouTube channels, our Twitter, our Discord is in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one.